Hello, I was wanting to do a video today for Jackery to kind of demonstrate how I'm using the Jackery 240 and how I'm applying it to my daily needs. First of all, I've got 50 watts of solar with two 25-watt solar panels feeding into my solar charge controller, which is connected right here. Then with the solar charge controller, I've got my battery hooked up. It's just a 35 amp battery. And then for my load, I've got a dual USB cigarette lighter adapter, which I have two things plugged in there right now. And then in order to charge my Jackery, I've got my adapter plugged in here, kind of like you would use your cigarette lighter in the car to charge your Jackery while you're driving. But I'm using it right now, and it tells me that it's charging because the red light's on from the load. In addition, the Jackery, this is where the charge is coming in, the input, which is a maximum 42 watt input. And right now I've got two USB connections right here. One is to the Jackery Volt charger, which I really like. Why do I like it? It's got two connections, both of which one works with my Kindle Fire, and the other one charges up my iPhone. The other connection I have into the USB area is my solar powered lamp. I've got a 5-watt panel that will charge this as well, but if no sun, then I can charge this with my Jackery 240 with this. And whenever you plug in something to the USB area, you just punch that button there, it turns green. Same way if you're using the 12 volt, and same way if you're using the AC outlet. So right now I'm charging the Bolt, which is charging these two items here, which is great. And then I'm using this to charge my solar lag. At nighttime, once it gets dark, I plan on getting a couple of more of these, because in an RV, these will last, and I've timed it in my house. They will go about 5 or 6 hours before they're dim. But you know, if you're in bed by 9 or 10, you might read for an hour or two, then that's plenty of time, and it provides all the light you need really for a Class B motorhome in my particular instance. On the other section here, I've got the AC outlet plugged into my multi-use shaver. I've got a shaving attachment. I've got 3 or 4 attachments for this, but right now I've just got a small blade in here, and this cuts hair, the whole 9 works, or you can shave with it. And then I've got a cigarette lighter adapter going into a Samsung phone, charging that up. And then on my load, this solar charge control here can take 3 light bulbs, which I have, which have a really good output, but right now they're not plugged in. But on my load, I've got 2 USB ports. This white cord here was charging the iPhone, which is currently being used to film this, and then this cord is being plugged into the iPad, which is charging. Now, I may have said this before, this is a 35 amp battery, which for this is being charged as well through my Jackery 240. So overall, it's working really good for me, charging for pretty much all my daily needs. At nighttime, if you're in an RV, what I would recommend for me is just, I like an electric blanket during the cold nights, and this will keep you warm all night using an electric blanket. So that's a great use for the AC outlet for that. And I also have a laptop computer, which will also can be charged through the AC outlet, which is good. In addition, my only additional purchase I want to get right now is just a cigarette lighter adapter with the 2 USB ports here. So if I got a couple of small amperage items that could use the USB plug-in into the cigarette lighter adapter, that will work real well as too, and just give you more devices that you can charge with your Jackery 240. But overall, this is a little powerhouse, and I really like it. And I just wanted to let the people at Jackery know how I'm using it, and so far so good. I think it's a great product. Thank you.
I've been using the Jackery 240 portable power station for a few weeks now and wanted to provide a review. The Jackery 240 has an internal lithium battery that is rated at 67,000 milliamp hours. It's quiet, weighs about 6 pounds. It has cooling vents. It offers a 110 volt or 200 watt AC output, 2 USB outputs, a car port. There's power activation buttons that control each outlet. Comes with a carrying case for your cables. The included cables include a car port adapter. There's also a power adapter for plugging into an AC outlet for recharging. Alright, let's plug in some devices. Okay, to show a little what the Jackery can do, I plugged in a lot of items here. Off the 200 watt AC outlet, I plugged in a little power strip, which allowed me to plug in my laptop. I also plugged in this battery charger, so I have a couple of my lithium rechargeable batteries going. And then I also plugged in this USB hub, and so off of that I'm charging 2 GoPros and a couple of power banks that I use when I go hiking. Each outlet has a power activation button, so if I turned off the USB, the phones will no longer charge, or I can turn it back on and the phones will start charging. The display will show us how many watts are being used, how much charge the battery has left, and can be illuminated by pressing this button. So there's 3 ways to recharge the Jackery. First way, just plug into an AC outlet. They also include a charging cable for recharging off your carport. Jackery also offers an optional 50 watt solar power panel. When you're on the road, what's convenient about the carport adapter is that you can recharge your Jackery while you're driving. The included cable is about 3 feet long, which is good for setting on the floorboard of the passenger seat. But I also have an extension that works out really well. I have a 12 volt carport extension, which gives you flexibility for where you're going to recharge your Jackery. So you can see the Jackery recharging. Just make sure your engine's running when you're doing the recharge, or you may need a set of these. In conclusion, I'm loving my Jackery 240. We do a lot of remote adventures, and the Jackery is a great way to recharge, plus work on my laptop. It's also great to have around the house in the event of a power failure. Check the video description for a coupon code.
Cannot say enough good things about the Jackery, man. We're in the car right now trying to get Wi-Fi over at Walmart so that we can get things completed online, and that we've been trying to get done over the past 5 days, or today's our 5th day, and cannot say enough. It's powering her iPad right now. We're charging it in the car. It has charged my phone so many times. Yeah, little mini fan. I wish I had a bigger fan. There's so many more things I say in the message that I write at the end. I wish so many good things for Jackery. I wish I had been able to afford a bigger one, but whew, man, I'm so glad I decided to get it. I got it about a month ago, thinking because we might need it for power outages. Had no idea we were going to be coming towards a hurricane, and Hurricane Idalia hit. And oh my gosh, it has almost completely destroyed many areas of our county that we live in, Taylor County. So glad I decided to buy this. It has helped us immensely.
Hey, so I just got this small power station that I can bring with me in camping and almost everywhere I go. So what I like is that you can see the amount of battery level that you still have. You can also see how much power you're consuming. So this time my cooler needs around 70 watt, and you also see the input wattage that you have. So if you're charging it with a solar panel, with your car or something, you will know how much it needs. I also like that you can control each output independently, so you don't have to turn everything on, everything off. So this is good for the battery life. What I also like is that the inverter is a pure sine wave, so it's not a square wave that only have some device that are compatible. This is a pure sine wave, so you can plug anything you want with this. So far I'm pretty satisfied. It can run my cooler for hours, and I can even charge my phone and my laptop, so that's perfect with me.
most recent power outage here in Houston after Burl, this came in handy. This has been the tool that we used to keep all of our devices charged. It has been more than helpful. We even at one point used it to run a portable air conditioning. It has been a blessing.